Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Nirmadan, and I'm mainly going to be talking to you guys today about gaming entertainment. You know, what draws you to the selected games you play, what makes playing video games so entertaining. And, of course, as a disclaimer, I can only talk about what my perception is over the gaming industry. I cannot talk about how you guys perceive it, but after the video is uploaded, of course, you guys can give your feedback. You guys can also engage in the comments area and allow me to better understand what makes gaming so fun for you, if you coincide with things that I've stated, or if you guys have disagreements, or maybe you have a different perception of what I'm talking about. So, of course, you guys are always more than welcome to engage in the comments below, but, of course, that is up to you completely. So, with that in mind, guys, we're going to begin. And, you know, when it comes to gaming, when I think of it, you know, there's different stereotypes that are arisen around the gaming scene. You know, different people perceive different individuals as different abilities. You know, when you see those max guys that play Call of Duty and the game's only been out a month and a half, and you're like, wow, that guy is 10th prestige, he must have no life. You know, you imagine you come up with different stereotypes, different variables that basically allow you to better construct something. And, you know, that stuff is always complicated. It's always weird to try to, you know, displease that person or basically place them on the correct road. But it doesn't have to be just Call of Duty. What makes gaming so entertaining is the fact that you can basically disappear. You can go off into your own little world and have conversations with people from across the world. And a lot of my friends that, you know, I have on Xbox Live, believe it or not, a large majority of them are people I've met throughout the world. And that's not saying they're all from that standpoint. I just don't really add people from real life, because usually the real life people that you add in real life are usually not the most, the best at playing video games. That's just basically what I'm trying to say. That is not always true. I have had far exceptions on my friends list of people that know how to play that I know in real life. But a lot of the people you gravitate towards on an online setting for Call of Duty, Battlefield, or maybe racing games, football, you know, they have a skill level that you acquire. You're like, man, well, this guy's really good. I need to add him because that way we can party up and we can have and make the experience of the online gaming, you know, partake that we're both participating in a lot more entertaining than just, you know, playing with your friends in real life that want to half-ass play the game, run around snipers, or run around knife only, or whatever. And of course, if it's a group, like, agreement, you know, that's not a problem, but I've definitely had those instances myself where I'm actually trying to win, and I have a couple of friends that think it's a good time to run around with snipers and piss me off, because, as a lot of you guys know, I have a very abrupt stance on the sniping things that occur in Call of Duty or Battlefield alone. I don't really enjoy it. I think that there should be repercussions for abusing it in such a manner, but of course, that is my opinion. If you like to do that stuff, you are more than welcome to do it until they make some kind of logic or something that you don't agree with, and then I'm sure that the function will change. But of course, until that standpoint, you know, you guys are more than welcome to do how you so please, because that is just how it is. With that in mind, you can definitely jump into different games. You know, you have football, and why do you play the football games? You know, what makes the football ones so much fun? You could say, well, the thrill of winning, the tactics to having to accomplish the win, the ability for stress to basically ensue upon you, which is kind of how everything goes. I mean, if you're a really calm person, maybe when video games come into mind, maybe you become a rage monster. I don't know. But I know for my personal self, I'm definitely not calm when I play FPS in that standpoint. FPSs piss me off very quickly because I don't like getting bullshitted and I pay real money for my internet, so it's a little displeasing when you play Black Ops 2 and you see that beautiful 3-bar pop up when, you know the other guy can't really maybe upgrade all the way, maybe he doesn't have as much megabytes per second as in other places of the world, I don't know. But where I live, I have 100 megabytes per second, which is far superior to obviously what he has if he's giving 90% of the lobby a 3-bar. It's simple, and it's really not that hard to explain. I'm sure most of you guys know how this goes. Black Ops 2 is the exception to that rule because just their servers are absolutely horrible. And, you know, there is a new perk in Call of Duty known as the beautiful 3-bar that we've all encountered. And, you know, you usually have to shoot about 15 to 20 times more than the opponent, which is incoming fire upon yourself. Now, you could go into different conclusions. You know, football has what I've stated before. You could have racing, which is the thrill, the ability to accomplish a selected task, to upgrade your vehicle. I don't know, depending on what game you're playing, that is for sure. You could go into, you know, well, sports industry in general has that kind of same appeal, but I mean, there is just so much that goes into the gaming scene that I think we take for granted. I mean, you have Assassin's Creed, which has adventure, action, you could go into the storyline, historical. I mean, there's so much that goes into the gaming scene that we kind of overlook. And it's unfortunate, it really is, but in the same, you know, Same point I'm trying to get across to you guys. You know, it's just how it is. We don't really take the time to be satisfied with what we are giving. Or given, I'm sorry. With that in mind, definitely, I'm not saying that we are, you know, just basically obnoxious, but we definitely don't take things into the greatest standpoint. You know, we definitely don't look upon things in the most gratitude way. And that's just how we are. I mean, straight up, that's just how we are. But for myself, I love single-player games. I think Assassin's Creed is probably one of my favorite games to play, because there is less bullshit than Call of Duty, by far. There is just better connection. The actions are so much more smooth. I love storylines. I love structure. I like the whole feeling of knowing that my character is going to be the success or failure of one centralized side. Of course, I don't want to let you guys know who won, because I've already beat the game. But in the same standpoint, I didn't want to spoil it. With that in mind, guys, there is just so much that goes into the gaming scene that, you know, is different. And of course, everyone is different, so a lot of things that maybe I talked about, maybe you are a football guy and you didn't look at how I viewed the football stance of a stressed, tactical, you know, thriller, stuff like that. Maybe you don't all agree with that, but I'm more interested to see what you guys have to say about selected games. Of course, you have Call of Duty, Battlefield that are just in the FPS category. But unfortunately, guys, we're going to be running out of time. That always seems to be the demise of my commentaries, but hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'm more interested to see if you guys will participate in the comments below. You guys are always more than welcome to support the video however you choose to. But with that in mind, guys, I'm going to sign off slightly early, and this is NMO, signing off. Peace.